Good morning. It's Friday, January the 31st, and this is The Drill. Thank you. I'm Ron, your host, and the only true conservative in the United States today. Unlike Rush Limbaugh, who only pretends to know socialism, I actually do know socialism because I grew up in a socialist household. My podcast is made available through Spreaker and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. Remember that self-described conservatives are not really conservative at all. Today, materialism in the workplace, have a thick skin, and a correction about Sandy Hook, etc. All that when I come back. Thank you. Welcome back. The radio show Hoopla about the death of Kobe and Bryant reminds me that socialists pretend that work is only about paying benefits, materialism, and further that a worker should look to get paid as much as possible for doing as little as possible, union attitude. When Kobe Bryant died, the radio talk show host became bloodthirsty and rushed to the microphone to eulogize Mr. Bryant, all for higher ratings and increased profits. Materialism. No one considered concepts like decency, integrity, priority. Socialistic work attitudes dominate the country. Even conservatives act like socialists. They get to work late, they leave early, they spend more time at work socializing than being productive. Real conservatives buck this trend. They get to work early, stay late, and while they are at work, they do their best, and most importantly, they refuse to profit at the expense of another human being. When I come back, Don Lemon chickens out. Thank you very much. The parody of the right on Don Lemon's show on CNN was the talk of right-wing talk radio. Analysis and predictions came fast and furious. And then Mr. Lemon came on the air and attempted to explain his behavior by hair splitting. There is a saying in debate, if you explain, you lose. When Mr. Lemon tried to explain his behavior, he ended up looking bad. He lost. So why did Don Lemon explain? He had just created earned media for his show. He was winning. By trying to explain, Don Lemon snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. So why did he make this obvious mistake? In a word, incompetence. The only reason that the United States is not a socialist country today is due to the fact that the left is just a little more incompetent than the right. Up next, a correction about my theory of what motivates mass murders. Thank you. I'm correcting myself in regards to my analysis of recent mass murders like Sandy Hook. I originally said that the murderers were motivated by a desire to have impulsive fun, an impulsivity that is promoted by the left. I was wrong. I now see that the murderers are fundamentally about operating with impunity rather than impulsivity and having fun. The murderer wants to kill as many people as possible before killing himself and thereby denying victims the power of the criminal justice system. The desire to escape the consequences of one's actions, is what the left means when they say, we will empower you. The true conservative must make sure that the lefty is held accountable in one way, shape, or form. Back in a minute. Thank you. In conclusion, don't profit off of somebody's death. Don Lemon is really stupid, and you must hold the left accountable. Who is a true conservative? He's the person that understands that conservatism is not just about politics, but culture as well. He's not selfish, but minds his own business. He acts like an adult. He is patriotic and uses common sense. He expresses what he knows and does so with certainty. He makes judgments, refuses to speculate, speaks clearly and definitively, and is not afraid to say no. He is open-minded, asking why rather than why not. He is consistent, credible, and influential. Not ashamed of his existence, unafraid to learn or correct his mistakes. He is a normal American, and he is better than the socialist. He's a better friend, father, brother, family member, and a better person, period. You have to know that. If you don't know with every fiber of your being that being a true conservative is best, then you are wasting your time. That brings me to the end of another episode of The Drill. Remember that the left has no authority, no power, and they can't win. Think about it.